All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. And let's look at the fine details of this, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions, as I always do, on what everything means here. But holy, that is so woke. I'm actually woke, and I think like castle building, especially if you fight against other people, has some pretty good strategical implications. If you know how AI works, you can make some really oppressive teams to the enemy, which is cool. I like that. I like that aspect. You know, you have control over the maps that people fight into, and you decide your fate, which that's so cool to me. I think that's amazing. Of course, the meta could also change. Some units will be better than others and stuff. So I'm absolutely woke for what sort of implications this has. Anyways, let's look through the video itself.
Let's start with this one.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh, yep. She casted wind. So there's your holy grail.
What is that? Hey,
The limited units.
look at this.
Yes, let's go. All right, grail. Okay. All right, fair. Okay, hold on. So they actually show them right here, I think. I think this is all of them, right? So here's your Narcian, Robin. Yeah, they're in order. They are in order of release, I think, or close to it. Narcian, Robin, Ursula. So we see all the Gen 1s. I see Mass Marth over here, so they do the Tempest Trials units. Lol Clarice, but at least that's a way to get Clarice bow. Berkut's Lance Fodder. Man, that is, I know some people are so hyped for this. Plus 10 Berkut. Lol Tobin. Legion, there's your Olivers, more Mirror Strike. So this is cool. You can get 240 SP, Panic Ploy as fodder. There's Woke Arden. Oh my god, plus 10 Ardens. Oh man, that guy is so min-max for stats. Oh man. Oh no, I don't want to fight that. Oh, and he's got a follow-up ring and his base kit, which is actually pretty crazy. This guy with merge is going to be insane. Like, as a combat unit, this guy's actually the biggest winner here. Oh my god. Okay, so you got your Arvis, so renewable ploys for fodder, BK, I guess Wings of Mercy fodder for our farmers, boys and girls, for the farmers. So we got our Brazen Defense Res, Fort Dragons, Brave Lance fodder, whatever. Who cares? The biggest loser over here, honestly, Finn. Sias, Jerome. So Speed Smoke, Fury Fodder. We get renewable Fury Fodder through Takumi. If this becomes more available, which it might, you know, we might get quests for grails. We might need, they might introduce maybe it into the regular arena for us to accumulate grails. I don't know if they'll necessarily lock all grails strictly to the new mode. Maybe they will from like the first month or something, but maybe they'll introduce them as quest rewards, kind of like how stones and coins and stuff, like they're in the arenas, but then, you know, they end up as quests and such. So I don't think they'll necessarily do that, because look how much stuff there is here. Like, the grails are huge. There's your seasonal units. I didn't expect this. So LA Elwood, Casablanca, Fire Boosts, Gold Armor. It's huge. Infantry Pulse is definitely one of the most exciting things for me. Hamaya for support units, especially with C-Dual Infantry. Leon, whatever. Whatever. Julius, Attack Ploy. You know, that's pretty awesome. Plus 10 Julius would actually be one of the better units too. Merge up. Arden Service. Okay, you got your green unit support with Drive Attack Fodder on top of that. You got Linus here, so Brazen Attack Speed, I guess. It's whatever. Then we got
This book, you see.
Oh, no, thank you. Chill Defense, that's huge. So they really do bring in the you know, some pretty good support options. Heavy Blade right there. Athlon. Okay, so this is one of the healers I was actually considering building, but now you can, if she's not 5-star. Merge Lock, that's huge. Like, I think that's awesome. And Panic Ploy as well in Distant Defense. That's such good fodder, guys. Like, actually unreal. And this also means if you really hated the bonus unit system in Arena, whether that's now in this new mode or Arena, you have the option of using your grails to be more competitive and score higher. This has, I'm stoked. I'm definitely stoked. So I think that they are all here. Verse is not here. I get they'll probably add her. It makes sense. Maybe once some time has passed. Yeah. So no Versa. Yeah, everything that we saw there in the preview screen was exactly what we see here. So they start at 100 cost. They move up by 50. I wonder if, and this is where I'm concerned, is whether that cost will increase 50 for every time. Okay, so that's pretty crazy. No, there was Fallen Takumi. He was there. Oh, they said it caps at 500? The amount required Hero Grail increases by 50. It's right there. So you guys can't see it because of the YouTube line blocking, but it says it increases by 50 with each hero summon till the 10th. So 500 hero grails required. Okay, that's pretty intense, but it's not terrible. I guess if you really like a character, you can do it. You can save up your grails and you can make them as bonus units, and as long as they keep bringing them back, you know, that's huge. That's huge. You can just keep doing that. I don't like the whole limitation of summons left. I think that's stupid. Hopefully they remove that, and hopefully they add a Versa onto here. But this means if you've been merging a Versa, she's a prime candidate here. I'm actually really stoked for this.
And other heroes too, but I'm hooting for Xander. Oh, Faye.
All right, so let's look at the new mode in detail, shall we? So moving on, we got our
Keep of your very own.
Ether raids. This is so hype. Thank you.
We can do with the Aether Keep.
Okay, so yeah, let's see what we have. So we got the defensive buildings on this side, as you can see, in the blue area there. This is where we create our castles that people fight against, and this is pretty much the defense map. We are in control of our defense maps. We decide the fate of our defense maps. And I think that's completely woke. I think that's absolutely woke because we control how people fight against us, which is predictable. So if you see Akariss's map, you'll be like, oh, I'm out. Like, hopefully you can dodge, but maybe not because there's like a stamina cost to the fighting. But we decide our maps, and we're going to decide which maps are good. And if you know AI, you can even choose the starting positions. As you can see, they can be in any of these first two rows. I see that later. And we have offense buildings as well. So I guess we can pretty much panic deploy the enemy or heal them. But let's look into that in more detail because I saw that as a feature. But it's definitely awesome. I love it so much.
And I've never seen structures like these before either.
This is crazy.
It seems you can set up your structures and raiding parties however you like.
It's crazy. I'm the one thing that I really wish for is definitely being able to fight my friends. And this is important for like theory crafting. We need this for theory crafting. We absolutely need to be able to be given the choice to fight each other so I can figure out what works and what doesn't. Like, I need some sort of replay system. If not that, how am I supposed to know if my team is winning? I guess there's like a defense team thing the same way as there was in Arena, but honestly, the one thing that she didn't mention, and I really hope is happening, is being able to go into my friends list and battle it. Maybe we get like 10 grails for fighting a friend a day or something.
Let's save the structures for later. I want to battle. Yes. Oh, thanks.
I want to battle. So she wants to battle, and obviously the enemy team kind of created this, but something's a little odd here. I see that there's some pawns in this one. If you look back, there's some pawns here. So we probably control that as well. And there's probably some mandatory buildings that are given. So like this fountain here, we'll see in a moment, was restoring stamina. So that's probably, if the enemy kills you and kills your base, you restore enemy stamina. I think it's up to once per day or something. But these pawns seem like they are controlled by us as well, and they don't give us like some predetermined maps. I think we have full control over it, because if you look at this map, there isn't pawns there. And in fact, it seems like they just put their like stamina giving building in the front, which I think is okay, actually, as a strategic choice. If you've ever played like a strategy game like StarCraft, you would use like supply depots in the front line and like your range units in the back. So if we're able to create some sort of oppressive building blockade and have like range units on your defense team, and you just be like sniping the enemy from across the buildings, that's a strategy. So we'll see what sort of control we have over this, but that could be really annoying to deal with, especially if you have characters like Loki here who have razzle dazzle. I'm stoked. Hopefully they allow like limitless possibilities here. This is obviously some bad combat, but yeah, like the pillars here, the buildings, they are all obviously controlled by us. Let's see the starting positions of the enemy. So it seemed like they kept them in the default areas. And this is obviously, this blue row here is what our buildings, the offense team. So the offense team has some structures and the defense team has some structures.
Battle. Yes. Oh, thanks. The enemy Aether Keep has so many structures.
Okay, so why didn't she even attack this building? Didn't she have the option to do that? What the heck was that?
I want to battle. Yes. Oh,
Look,
thanks.
you can hit that building, I'm pretty sure. Faye, you stink, man.
The enemy Aether Keep has so
Go back to tier 20. It goes back to like tier 1.
Maybe I should have built
Oh, I saw a turn limit as well. Yeah, there was a turn limit in that. Uh-oh. Okay, so look at this.
so many structures. This makes me
Player phase, turn 3 out of 7. So these are turn limited as well. No, that is not a good thing. Oh, why? Okay, there's some element of strategy in that, but it's not, no.
Nervous. Maybe I should have built some myself.
What are you doing? You can see that you're gonna lose. Like you're in beats up form. Yeah. Oh, she's actually crying.
Lost.
Maybe you should get good. Okay, so let's look at the buildings themselves. So this seems like it's offense. Yeah, indicated by offensive structures and O. As you can see, the cost. So when we play this mode, we get this sort of new currency here, which we then use to create these structures. So there is an offensive strategy involved here, as also there is a defensive strategy involved. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see what these do. So at the start of turn 3, deals 15 damage to foes within 3 columns centered on the structure. What? Oh, so I guess this is why they have turn limit, because I guess if you just had like 4 Takumis on your team plus a bolt tower, you would just nuke the enemy team for apparently all their HP on turn 3. Man, okay. So this is literally just fallen Takumi in a building, and you can just put it anywhere you want. Then you got your tactics room, and it's pretty expensive actually. 300 currency seems like a lot. And it can be leveled up too. As you guys can see, at level 1 to 2. So, oh no, the building is already there. It's already there. So the cost must have been 100, and this is just to upgrade it. So its initial value must be 10 damage, and 300 cost is what we do to level it up. So our buildings can just get stronger and stronger. That's crazy. Okay, that's awesome. Again, it's not just place the building and go. You actually have like a recurring strategy every week to it. Okay, anyways, tactics room, not built, is indicated by level 1. At the start of the turn, if any foes are within the same column as the structure and their HP is less than 40, they use a bow, dagger, magic, or staff, restricts foes' movements. Okay, so this is like Loki's Thok staff. Although 40 HP isn't that high, but I'm assuming this is going to go up on every level to maybe like 50 HP and 60 HP effect. So yeah, that's like Loki's Thok effect. And since we're seeing more and more range units with the whole dual skills, that's crazy. That's really good. Restricting movement is great. Basically, these are like items, but there's a strategic element to it. It's not just like click the item in the bottom right and then just click lightning charm. You have to think about where you want your offensive structure to be, and then how you're going to predict the AI to line up with that offensive structure. So, understanding the AI and how enemies will move is even more important, so you can take advantage of those buildings that have that sort of thing going with them.
Structures with all kinds of different effects.
Okay, let's move down. Come on.
And find the best combination.
Okay, so this is huge. Like, she only scrolled down a little bit, and there was like more to go. That's good. So at the start of turn, restores 10 HP to allies within 5 rows and 3 columns center on the structure. Okay, so as long as you're within your battlefield space, you get healed, and it's like a reverse scatty effect. You're basically healing your team. So if you don't have a healer, but this one doesn't seem too good. If the turn limits are truly there, then yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's every turn. 7 turns up to 70 healing, probably being able to upgrade it as well. You got your panic manner. Again, kind of same effect as the tactics one. This one, again, it seems like the 40 HP requirement's a little low, but it can be upgraded.
What's this? An offensive tactics room?
Yes, an offensive tactics room.
To build structures.
Okay, so when we finished that building, we got Heavenly Dew.
I'm playing Aether Raids.
Right. But so what does the Heavenly Dew do? And see there, we determine where we're going to put our buildings. I wonder if we have control of this before the map begins, because that's kind of important. If we do, then we can place our buildings in a way which makes it so if you see the enemy, like if you can predict where the AI moves, then you can set up your building strategically. Or if we know what a cookie cutter or meta map is, then we essentially just put our building that way to counter that. So there's some element of meta counterplay here, and that's really cool.
That one's built.
So here's your scatty tower, the bolt, 3 columns, here's 10 damage like this. Got your tactics thing. We don't know what this does. Is that infantry pulse? I wonder what this one does. And there's this castle here too. So we don't know what these ones do. Maybe that's an infantry pulse tower. It could be an extra movement too. Wait, so okay, so she moved and the building is there, but it didn't do anything. So maybe every 3rd turn gives you extra movement, or maybe if you're in the column, you get extra special charge or something.
The offensive structures I chose are weakness. I won't be defeated so easily this time.
So we see the bolt tower there, didn't do anything. Yeah, so she hit the she hit the building this time. Nice, getting that stamina back.
You can destroy enemy
Okay.
defensive structures by attacking them. Now the structures I brought with me will take effect.
Okay, all right. Okay, so the bolt tower hit there, and you saw the panic ploy also hit. But the panic ploy seemed to have more than 3. Or maybe it was like this building. I wonder what the castle's for. But okay, you'll see that the enemy also has that. It has a bolt tower, so we're gonna be fighting against like scatties and panics on the enemy team as well.
It's Faye. You can check your Aether Keep's height on the ranking screen.
Okay, so this screen is kind of important. So you see that she's tier 1 with the rank there, and we got lift, and I'm guessing that lift is similar to like a score, because you see right here it says battle result 80 and you have a bonus ally for 20. So essentially by using your bonus ally and probably defeating all the enemies, which was 80, so you don't need bonus kills. Okay, you don't need your bonus ally to get kills. I think we didn't see any sort of like +3 points or something, so you can bring in your bonus ally and just sit him in the corner apparently, and that's okay. And it doesn't look like the score itself is determined at all by BST either. So no bonus kills and no BST, at least I think so. There's no indication of it here. You just get a flat 100 score for your kills and for bringing a bonus ally. Now the real question is this capped? Is this bonus ally thing capped? Are you gonna have 4 bonus allies and get an additional 80 score? Because that would be stupid, and it better not be like that. But I think we can bring in maybe 1 bonus ally. So and then we got our AR tier increases at 300. Okay, and as you can see, that battle took 8 ether. Basically, the stamina cost took 8 ether, and I would say that this isn't a regenerable stamina like our current stamina in the game. We're not getting like 1 ether every 5 minutes or even an hour. I think it resets a certain amount per day, which we'll see later on in this video. You probably have to play every single day, I would say, to be as competitive.
Highest clouds, everyone.
Yeah, okay, so you go ranking up, C9 win. Okay, and you'll see here that it's the same, wait, no, it's not the same bonus units. These are new units, but Narcian and Robin were in here. Or Hinata's never been a bonus unit. I don't remember Est being there. And we have both Fjorm and Alphonse here as bonus units. Attack defense boost. Earn more lift when attacking. Okay, so I guess the bonus allies do get bonus stats, just like Arena. We don't know if these are actually the bonus units that are coming. I'm assuming not, because these guys have already been rotated out, or they're about to get rotated out, so probably not. But then again, the mode is coming like tomorrow, isn't it? Or today, or on reset. So that means that maybe these are the bonus units. What are these? Is it okay to just bring a building and you get a bonus? Okay, we get a bonus to their level up, apparently. So if you use a fortress, defense, or offense building, you get +1 level up. But maybe you don't need to use that. Maybe you don't need to use a bonus unit. Maybe this is okay. I'm assuming not, though, because she brought the bonus unit, which was Alphonse and Fjorm. Oh, okay. Okay, so it does cap at 20. It does cap. It does cap at 20. And you know how we know that? Because she brought Alphonse and Fjorm. That's 2 bonus units. And they're both here. Alphonse and Fjorm are both here, and it's 20. Unless the bonus ally thing is 10, this means that you do get capped at 20, which is my reasoning here, which means you don't have to bring in 4 bonus allies, as long as it's not 10 points for every bonus ally, which would be ridiculous. I don't think they would do that. Minutes left in the season.
Times in a row you can attack is limited.
Yes. So you're going to play this like quite a while, quite a lot every day.
Every day at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh. There's an arrow here. Does that mean we get more units? Is there like another bunch of units? What could that arrow mean? It's right here with bonuses. Maybe this is applicable to Arena as well. Guys, I think this might imply that there's another page of bonus units. Because look, they already put Fjorm and Alphonse here. Like that's not a precedent that's been here before. This is already different. And you got 2 of your bonus units here. which I said, as long as you're using Holy Grails, you can be competitive here. This is crazy.
We've talked mostly about attacking.
Okay.
Let's talk about ways to defend yourself.
Yes. Okay, defend ourselves.
Let's put these wings to work and get building.
Okay.
It's a healing tower.
There's nothing new there. The currency is still the same. Yeah, it's still the same stuff. We don't see anything that uses the do yet.
About structures. Selecting a defensive team will tighten the defense even further. At first, you can assign 4 heroes.
Why?
But as your lift increases, you'll be able to assign up to 6 heroes on your defensive team.
That's insane. So okay, so we're gonna be able to have a defense team of 6 units.
Oh my god!
That's crazy. I hope we can lock that in though, because with seal management and such, that's insane. Are we fighting 4v6 here? Is that what's happening? Please don't tell me I'm gonna have to fight 4v6.
Place those heroes wherever you'd like. Make your maps tough enough for even the mightiest of challengers. Those castles floating up and down, just like a feather.
I'm still pretty hyped. Okay, so we see here that this jar thing stores up to 100 ether. If destroyed in an attack, it restores ether to the raiding party if they win. Cannot be removed, can be destroyed. So yeah, it's like one of those mandatory structures. Along with this fountain here, it's definitely a mandatory structure. So if they kill these, and I think that's kind of like the end goal, is if you want to recover your ether, they need to attack these structures. See, there's a way to replenish this ether every day. Maybe it's not even daily reset on ether. It's probably like trying to kill these structures. So you have to like put them in a corner if you want to really handicap the enemy team, or use them strategically and move them to the front. What was that building? What was that building? Yes. So ether amphore. If structure's level is greater than opponent's fortress, so I guess it's that building, cannot be removed or destroyed. Grants attack speed, defense, res to all allies. Difference in level times 4. What? Are we just making our whole team like 2000 BST? Okay, so like if this structure is level 3, I guess it's a difference in level, right? Okay, so you can't fight. So your structure, this structure obviously is the most important thing here. If you have like a level 1 structure, this is what it means. If you have a level 1 structure of this and you're facing somebody with a level 4 structure, they are going to have difference in level times 4. They're going to have 12 to all stats. I think that's 12. It's difference, right? So 12 in all stats. The whole enemy team will have 12 in all stats, and we fight 6 of them. Just because you have a low level fortress. Okay, so you don't want to be... this obviously became the most important building to upgrade without a doubt. That's crazy. You don't want to keep that structure in a low level. This is the most important one, I would say, because it's based on the difference between yours, and it has to be on the map. So you have to keep that competitively high level. It's like a mandatory one. And this one just restores 50 ether to the ether keep each day. Okay, yeah, so we get natural regeneration every day, as you can see. If the enemy destroys this pot over here, they can recover ether. Maybe that's limited. We don't know. Maybe you can just do this like infinite amount of times. And then there's this one here, which is it restores ether to the raiding party if they win, apparently, but it also gives you ether every day, which is up to 50. And this may regen more than 50. I'm assuming if you level it up.
And look at this. It's called auto setup.
For you lazy people.
I'll give it a tap.
Okay, structures and allies will be placed automatically. I'm not using that, I don't think. Oh, I mean, that setup this is so cool. This is actually so cool. Even as auto setup, it's like kind of funny. There's a lot of different buildings we've never seen before. This is like a flyer building here. There's some, I don't even know what that is. And your castle, which we don't know what it is. Theme Vanguard. Cool. Hey, so you saw that. If you guys saw it, there's a couple options here. There's like 8 of them. 8 option. So if you want to change your defense team maybe on the season or something, or the building layout, you can do that. For some reason, I don't see an option to move the pools around, so maybe these are preset. I thought they were going to be dynamic and we could change them, but I guess they are indeed preset.
The map is ready. Everything is in order. Okay, summoners, we're in the final stretch. Let's get to the fun part.
Or the themes could be related to the pools being there. Maybe different themes have different preset layouts like that, like forests or trenches or something. Ah, yes, there is a terrain button. I see the terrain button. Oh, so we can manipulate the terrain. Oh boy, we're gonna be putting trenches and trees and oh no. Okay, so here's your lift value, and the cool thing about the lift value is you are in control probably of your lift for the most part. Your performance is based on the lift. So yeah, as long as you play the mode, you get more stuff. And I'm assuming this is weekly. You get this sort of reward. If you got 100, if basically you get 100 points per win, then you need to play like 24 times in a week. Look how much we're gonna have to play this mode like 30 times per week, 40 times per week. Okay, so I don't know, maybe we get some more bonus points. Are we really gonna play this mode 60 times per week? 7 times a day? The highest point we saw, as you guys can see, was like 32. I'm assuming this goes up to maybe 40 or 50. Yeah, it probably goes up to 40 based on how the bar was moving. So just off of lift, we can get up to 40 grails per week. That's awesome. That's probably about at least a merge or a fodder every single week. But there's also this portion, which is the rank, and this is going to be comparative to other players. So your lift, you control that. It's pretty much like your arena score, and then you have the rank here, which is going to be dependent on where your lift is compared to other people. So obviously you're going to want to try your best.
So, other than awards based on your tier, there are also rewards based on your lift. Be aware that when you enter the next season, your lift will reset to the lowest value of your current tier.
Okay, so this looks like it probably goes up to 25. Yeah, it looks like it goes up to 25 based on where this is. I'm assuming like rank 1 is maybe 25, or maybe they add a bonus to that, like 30 or something. Rank 25, yeah, right, Faye. And the interesting part is, these are not percentage based. They're based on a certain amount of people playing in that. So, you know, how many people are at the top? Is it like top 1K? Is it top 100? Is it rank 1? Yeah, so definitely be very competitive, and it's very important that we try our best. She also mentions kind of something very important. So,
other than awards based on your tier, there are also rewards based on your lift. Be aware that when you enter the next season.
Okay, so it's the next season. So that means this is not weekly based, then it's bi-weekly based. She didn't say every week. Or seasons, okay, so seasons might reset every week like Arena, but they still have the same bonus units for 2 weeks. Maybe those bonus units reset the same way as Arena. So I guess there's maybe up to 30, 40, 50, maybe like 70 to 80 crowns per week, which is kind of awesome. If you can maximize those, you can get a lot of merges on some of your favorite units.
Aether Raids begins on November 8th at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
This is tomorrow, right? Because it's Pacific time. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Okay, so we got one more day of sleeping, guys. One more day of sleeping.
Everyone, keep your head out of the clouds while you wait. That space is reserved for Aether Keeps. Also, starting on November 18th, special structures will be available for a limited time for Aether Raids.
Special structures? Is this like event related? That's in 10 days or 11 days from now.
More importantly, there's a stone statue of me. I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't there be?
That's all for today, summoners.
I don't think there was anything else except this whole creepy pasta.
Bundle up, keep warm, and more importantly, don't catch a cold.
Okay, creepy pasta.
You'll excuse me.
Oh, creepy pasta. That day the light died. Are we gonna actually have a real story in fact? Because that looks pretty cool. That was already creepy as it is.
Book 3 is about to open.
Even got your little voice there. Alright guys, wow. I am honestly very impressed with that. Like, I am actually so impressed. That was amazing. I'm so impressed with the quality of that Fed channel. They really marked it. I was coming in with disappointment, and I was not disappointed. Overall, that was a great Fed channel. They got into the stuff we wanted real quick. We're able to get merges on some of our favorite units and fodder that is basically not gacha related. We can summon limited units by performance. Okay, so maybe the progression is kind of gacha based, but think about it this way. if the bonus units used in that new mode you can add merges to them using the Grail system, you can compete with people who even have new units themselves who might be spending in there. You kind of have best of both worlds. Use your new Grails, add merges to your bonus units, which could be used in that new mode, and then accumulate more lift or something. But I don't think the score is really relevant to BST. It didn't seem like it. So we'll see whether it's BST related or not. But I am so happy. This is so good. I'm glad they didn't talk about orbs. I'm glad they didn't talk about summons or promotions or some other stuff like that. This blew my mind, and I'm really happy that the game is alive and awesome. Thanks again for sticking around and watching this reaction analysis with me. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Lots of love as well. I'm going to be creating as much guides and videos as I can about this new thing as I possibly can. Maybe give you guys some tips. Of course, we'll have the gameplay footage as well. And of course, come check out the live stream, which happens every day at the same time. If you want to have some real discussions, I'm going to be adding this as a topic of discussion in my Discord channel as well. So go ahead and join that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely mind blown.